Hello my gorgeous friends on the internet, it's your boy Ribana Emmanuel and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Teepublic Google Analytics integration. Now, if you're not familiar with Google Analytics, it's essentially a service offered by Google that enables you to track different metrics on your website. This is not unique to print on demand. As you can see on my screen here, I own a blog and this is the Google Analytics report for that blog, and you can see in the past 7 days I got over 1,000 users to the blog, 1,300 sections, a bounce rate of 67%, average session duration of 1 minute 15 seconds, and presently there is one active user on my blog. You can use this to also track back as way back as 28 days below and far back as 28 days beneath, and I don't know, below or beneath or whatever it is behind. Anyways, you can just use this to check reportings of how your site has been doing for the past days. And you can see in the past 28 days, I got 3,800 users to my site. And it also goes on to show me where majority of my traffic is coming from, the organic. And you can see that most of my traffic here is coming from organic searches on Google. So when you integrate your store with Teepublic, what it does is that it enables you see how many visitors are coming to your site per day, where they are coming from, what time of the day they are coming from, how they are getting to your site, and it kind of gives you data as to everything going on in your store. Guys, as print on demand sellers, we don't have the business to ourselves. It's not like we own the rights to the emails of our customers, or how our customers act on our site, because we are third party sellers. But by making it possible for sellers on their platform to integrate Google Analytics, it kind of gives this leverage and liberty to sellers to know where most of their visitors are coming from, and kind of just gauge the metrics of how their store is performing over time. I mean, with Google Analytics, you can see how your site, how your designs are doing, and how the actions of your store, the countries, the top countries your visitors are coming from, the device they used to visit, and you can even go back as way back as seeing the designs that are getting the most page views, pretty much everything except the emails of your customers. And one cool thing about this, you can even use this to search, okay, number of visitors last month, and it's gonna intelligently tell you the number of visitors you got to your store. Like mine, you can see between March 1st and 31st I got 3,000 visitors. You can change this to number of page views, okay, most visited page last month, and it's gonna go ahead and show me the page. You can see this page got 1,000 page views, and it goes on to show me the top pages. So you can use this to gauge which of your designs are getting the most visitors on your print on demand store easily, and go on to create different variations of that particular design. Guys, I've taught you how to do that. Go check out that video, how to batch edit design colors. Check it out on my store, on my YouTube channel, and you're gonna learn how to do that. So guys, if you don't have the Google Analytics integration on your Teepublic store, then you're missing out on a whole lot of metrics, and you're missing out on a whole lot of useful customizations you can do to your store that will enable you gain more sales. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and teach you how you can go and set up this integration for your store. And guys, everything on your Google Analytics dashboard is in real time. You can see when I started this video, it was one visitor. Right now there are 2 visitors on my site. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. Now guys, this is a new Teepublic account which I just set up, and I recommend you set up a Google Analytics account for any store immediately you set up that store, even before your design starts showing up in search results. and I've made a video on how to make your design show up in search results. So once you create your account, also do set up Google Analytics, so it enables Google to start tracking data of your store right from the outset, guys. So that's it. So the first thing you want to do is come over to a new tab and search for and go to analytics.google.com, and it's going to go ahead and load the Google Analytics welcome page for you. Now from here, what I recommend is you choose the Google account you want to use for the reporting you want to use to create the Google Analytics on. And you can actually create one Google Analytics account and use it to link multiple stores. But what I recommend is that for every store, use the email you use to set up that store for the Google Analytics. So I hope that was clear enough. Now, the first thing you want to do is click on Start Measuring, and here the account name I'm gonna put Teepublic, and from here you're gonna tick this, come here and say next, and the property name is gonna still be Teepublic, or you can also use the name of your store, depends on what you choose. For me, I think it's wise I use the name of my store, so I'm gonna be using this one. Okay, and the currency I like to set it to US dollars. The time should also be the United States. Now from here you're going to click on show advanced options, and you're going to tickle this create universal analytics properties, and from here you're going to put tpublic.com. And guys, there is this update by Google where they will be transitioning from Universal Analytics to Google Analytics 4, and I recommend you enable this, create both a Google Analytics 4 and Universal Analytics property, because they'll be retiring the Universal Analytics feature in the nearest future. Let me just go ahead and show you when this will be retired. I believe sometime in 2023. Now July 1st, 2023, they will be retiring the Universal Analytics, and then they've gone ahead to email every Google Analytics user that they should um you know upgrade to Google Analytics 4. And this is the reason why I recommend you enable this, create both Google Analytics 4 and Universal Analytics property, so as not to get into a state of emergency when they retire the the Universal Analytics property. Okay, so leave this to create both a Google Analytics 4 and Universal Analytics property, then click on next. And from here, these settings don't really matter, but I recommend you just tick everything here and click on create. From here you're going to tick I also accept the data processing, and scroll down and click on accept and click on accept, and it's going to go ahead and create your Google Analytics universal property as well as the Google Analytics 4 property. So from here, what I'm gonna do is pretty much very easy. I'm gonna come here and just close this, and I'm just gonna tick all of this and say save. And from here I'm just gonna close this because that's not necessary. And you can see this is showing me the Google Analytics 4 interface. So this is the interface, but that's not what I want. I want the Universal Analytics. So you can see that this, if I want to see the Universal, if I want to go back to the old Universal Analytics interface, that is how I'm going to get there. So from here you can see I have two interface working here. One is the Google Analytics 4, which is GA4, the other is Universal Analytics. So from here, what I want to do is simple. I'm going to come ahead and copy this code A22 this, and this is what I'm going to be plugging on my Teepublic account. Okay, so this is how I'm going to go about doing that. I'm going to come here and click on admin, and from here you can see the property, and I'm going to come here and pretty much copy this property. Okay, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna right click, and I'm gonna just click on copy address. It's kind of strange though, but I'm just gonna click on copy address and paste this. And okay, I'm gonna click this, and it's gonna take me back to, yeah. So essentially, I just want to copy this, and it's, proving a little bit about thief, but I'm gonna click on account settings, and hopefully this is gonna fix the issue. I'm gonna come here and copy this, come here, copy this, and go back. So there you have it. This is the code UA, this, then -1. So this is it. UA-226978959-1, just to be sure. UA-226978959-1. I'm gonna copy this, come over to my Teepublic account, and from my account dashboard, I'm gonna click on Google Analytics, and from here it's gonna require that I put in the tracking ID, and it's gonna be in this format. I'm just gonna come here and paste it, UA-22 whatever -1, and I'm gonna click on submit. And guys, that is how you go about integrating your store with Google Analytics. And with time, it's gonna go ahead and start pulling out the data to my dashboard and showing exactly how my store is doing, the number of visitors I'm getting. And the good thing about enabling both Google Analytics 4 and Universal Analytics is that when they eventually drop Universal Analytics, then I can easily switch to my Google Analytics 4, and I must have my data kept before then. Okay, so you can see it says no data received from a website yet, but once over time, I believe in the next 1 month time, and I come here, you're gonna see it's gonna start showing me data. You can see top countries, top pages, whatever I just want, I'm gonna start seeing from here. So guys, that is how you have it, how to integrate your store with Google Analytics, Teepublic Google Analytics integration. And let me use this opportunity to remind you to also go get my Teepublic course. If you haven't already gotten the course, it's called the Teepublic Crash Course. And in this course, you're going to learn everything that has helped me to become successful on Teepublic. Guys, I've made a whole lot of money, combined over $10,000 on Teepublic, and I edited everything in this 2.5 hour video with 26 video tutorials and 7 modules. That's gonna go on in explaining what Teepublic is and how to be successful. Setting up this Google Analytics is there, how to find trending design, 7 secret methods which I've not revealed on the channel before, how to create product marketing, how to make your design show up in search results. We're gonna go over the review of the top best selling stores on Teepublic, everything you're gonna find on the course. So if you have